Yo, 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 what's going on, bitch? Great game going over there on the YouTube, man. That's pretty awesome. You and Brolin gonna have a rivalry for the ages, it looks like, man. Awesome stuff going on over there. What's going on, Magic Robot? Salute to you as well. Yeah, they're doing pretty good so far, man. That's awesome. What's going on, Detroit Rock City? Coach Marshall in the building. What's going on, man? Good to see you in the chat as always. All right. I guess I can just go ahead and start talking real quick. I know people are going to still continue to pour in. I believe you guys. Do you guys have to watch a commercial before you join the channel? Does it make you watch a little bit of a commercial or whatever before you're able to talk or when you hit the channel? I'm trying to still learn some things here with the Twitch. Really lost the catch up, boy. What's up, Justin Jones? All right. All right. So, guys, I'm gonna just talk about a few things first. We are still live in effect with our Reload Buck program. I've been behind the scenes trying to figure out some different ways to mobilize it because it seems like only 5 people are playing it right now, and I'm not sure if people are just not into it or we're just the Discord is just dead. But we got to find a way to boost the Discord, man. So I'm going to be on that in the next few weeks, trying to figure out how I can get these people who just don't talk at all and don't participate either active or out of the Discord, because we have to. I'm trying to find ways to make the Discord more exciting and fun. The Reload Buck program is excellent, but the commissioner is not going to go with that if people aren't really participating, man. And it's just a great way, like I said, to earn rewards toward the end of the season. So we got to figure out how to get the Reload Buck thing going on. With that said, man, congratulations to all you guys for getting us affiliate. You may be able to see in the chat right now a bit icon. It looks like a little pyramid, or not a pyramid, but a triangle or something like that, or a diamond shape in the chat right now. And the way you obtain bits is basically you have to watch ads on Twitch. Okay, I'm gonna try something out real quick. I'm gonna try to see if this is gonna work. You guys let me know if an ad pops up. We'll watch the ad and come right back. Okay, so it worked. An ad popped up. So how long was the ad? About 10 seconds long. Did were you able to get a Did you guys get any bits out of that? Okay, it worked. Did you guys get any bits from it? Does it say you now have 50 bits or 30 bits or anything like that? So the object, what we're going to try to do is we're going to try to get you guys to watch the ads and then cheer those bits. Those bits equal a currency that the RFL can use. So it's free for you guys. All you guys have to do is just watch ads on YouTube. Go to your favorite, not YouTube, but Twitch. Go to your favorite Twitch streamer ads, whatever, or Twitch streamers, and just watch those ads. Accumulate those, and then you'll be able to actually cheer those inside the chat. For I think they're like 1 cent. One is 1 cent, so 100 equals a dollar or something like that. Okay. So we'll continue to work with that program for the next couple of weeks as well to see how we can get all that going. But that's something that's going to be very, very important as we try to push our way definitely toward becoming partner here. The game just logged me out real quick. Let me log back in. But with that said, we'll go ahead and jump into the ball game for this evening, as we are going to have the London Bulldogs facing off against the Columbus Aviators, man. So let me get this straight up real quick. All right, so we're going to jump into that, man. I'll see you guys out on the field. All right, we are live here at the ball game between the London Bulldogs and the Columbus Aviators. Aviators coming in here all the way from America tonight into the UK, the United Kingdom here. You can see the fireworks going off. Bulldogs here. I think this is our second game on Twitch for the Bulldogs, and we'll see their players come out of the tunnels right now sporting that nice blue. That blue and red going on right there, looking pretty sweet on the uniform. And here are the Aviators. I love their uniforms as well, sporting the white and black with the wings on the helmet. Going to be an epic preseason week 3 game here between these two teams. Last year, the Aviators, 11-5, impressive team. Lost in a wild card to the Chicago Cougars. And then we had the London Bulldogs last year. They're coming in here tonight trying to get going as well. They were 10-6, I believe, last year, if I'm not mistaken. Here's a look at the tight end, Ben Hartman. He's looking to make an impact. You can see his catching traffic, 89 overall. This guy can definitely make some great catches. And then we got Timmy Merritt at cornerback. He's no stranger here to the RFL. And let's go ahead and pay some bills. Jumping forward, slow. Hit the game. Here we are with kickoff as the London Bulldogs will be giving off the ball to the Aviators first. The ball's going to be received at the 10 and brought up to around the 27-yard lines where they'll mark it. There are no user coaches in this ball game, just AI versus AI here. You get to see Russell Renez, 83 overall, 93 throw power, 87 medium, and 85 awareness. He had over 4,000 yards passing last year. As soon as I take this off, 4,000 yards passing last year, 24 touchdowns, just 10 interceptions. He's in the gun. Surveying the field, passes deep along the sideline. That's going to be a reception already up to the 48-yard line for Russell Renez. Nice, accurate pass to Adrian Fisher, the wide receiver. He's a big weapon that Renez likes to use. Last year, accruing 985 yards and 6 touchdowns. And what a catch that was up the sideline by Mr. Fisher. This time, Renez is going to be under center. Hands off the ball. Oh, and it's a big gaping hole all the way down to the 31-yard line. That's Kingston Kinney. It's a rush there. Heard this name before. Kingston Kinney last year, well over 1,500 yards, averaged 4.6 a carry, 6 touchdowns. And he's just flying through the middle there against this Bulldog defense. Bulldogs got 4 guys on the line and 3 linebackers right now. They're playing man-to-man on the outside. Nice handoff, and Kingston Kinney again for another first down, or what seems to be close to it. They're going to say it's a 2nd and inches. Renez in the shotgun. Looking deep downfield. Passes up the sideline again, and this time that play is going to be broken up. There's a flag on the play. Pass interference, it looks like. This is going to be an offensive pass interference against Adrian Fisher. So that's going to be a 2nd and 10. Passes and has a man this time. Nice juke move in the open field. Brings up a 3rd and 4. 9 guys in the box right now for the Bulldogs. Passes over the middle, and that's going to be almost an interception. Almost an interception on the play by the Bulldogs. Is Duncan Bain, the star out of Idaho, 5'11", 247. That just hits him right in the chest, and he wasn't able to come down with that. It brings up a 4th and 4. Aviators are going to be kicking the field goal. That kick is up, and that's going to be good for the field goal. So Columbus jumps out ahead really quick. 3-0 here in this preseason week 3 matchup. Salute to everybody in the chat. You guys know it's difficult to talk back and forth in the chat Shout out to Detroit Rock City, Mitchie Boy Gaming. Justin Jones is out here. Looks like Andre. I think it's already Brew is here. So out comes Timmy Merritt. Looking to get started here. I know he's ready for the season. Over 4,600 yards last year. 26 touchdowns, 13 interceptions for Timmy Merritt. There's a lot of little-known gems here in the RFL, and I think that Timmy Merritt is one of them, one of those quarterbacks that gets talked about an awful lot, but someone who definitely put in some work season to season. He's going to run a screen here. Still got some room. Nice run after catch. Nice broken tackle as well on the play. 2nd and 4. Going with 4 wide receivers this time.
Here we go.
Line in pass protection. Oh, what a pass work reception that was here. Stanley Whitehead on the play. He's going to do some damage here tonight as well. Big wide receiver, very, very physical. Definitely one of their top players, if not their top player. Look at that, just a nice catch right there. Just throws it right inside the gap there.
Got it. 51.
Merritt's under center this time. He's got a bench formation. Stepping back in a pass. He has a nice broken tackle in the flats here. So another completion for Merritt. They're already at the 47-yard line. McDonald on the catch. Merritt steps up in the pocket, surveys the field over the middle, and that's going to be broken up by Porter. McBride, Porter, Bussing, Corona, and Moffitt are going to be on the O-line. Whitehead, Smithson, Wheaton, Hartman, and Leckie are going to make up the wide receivers, tight ends, and halfbacks for the Bulldogs. Bunch tight situation for Merritt. He's going to pass to the outside this time and almost splits 2 Aviators on the play before they were able to wrap him up. Good gang tackling out there in the flats. Smithson records his first reception, but not good enough for a first down as Gentry just came in and made the tackle here. Nice double team. Got slowed down a little bit, and Gentry finishes it up here. You see here trying to make a juke move. Lynn Mayberry coming in there and slowing him down, and Gentry cleaning it up. 4th and 2, punting from the 45-yard line. This is just going to go into the end zone and will be brought back out to the 20-yard line. So a quick series for the Bulldogs. Handing the ball back over to the Aviators here, who are ready to get started again as Renez comes out with a bit of a hop in his step here, ready to get going on offense. An I formation for Renez. Nice stop here with a 4-4 look as Bain comes in and just shuts it down. And we have Bedell, Denman, Bach, Royster, Kitchings on the O-line. Holland, Lusk, Kinney, Winkler, and Glover make up the wide receivers, tight ends, and halfbacks that Renez will be using this evening. 2nd and 9. Both of these teams using their starters here. And that's going to be an immediate stop. So the Bulldogs with a couple of plays to stop the run. This brings up 3rd and 11 as Brolin gets out in the backfield. Shuts that one down. So quick and fast, big number 98 is. Jack Brolin, superstar Deb, 6'5", 301 pounds. He's 27 years old out of UNLV. 3rd and 11.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got?
Back in the pocket. He's got time. Plenty of blocks. Going to pass it over the middle. Has a man all the way up to the 38-yard line. What a pass and a catch that was. That's going to be Fisher's 3rd reception. We haven't highlighted Fisher's school yet. Let's go ahead and find where Fisher went to school at. Look at this nice catch right here. 83 makes a nice reception. That's just a nice target to throw to. And Renez looks very, very comfortable right now in the pocket. Adrian Fisher out of Wisconsin, 5'8", 175 pounds. And that tackle will be made. Shout out to Bill from Wisconsin, man. Wisconsin boys love playing football. Hoover, Brodine, Keltner, and Kaiser on the D-line. Ishmael, Bain, and Collins are going to make up the linebacker core. and Dillard. Lynch, Cosby, and Gint are going to make up the DBs for the Bulldogs. Facing a weak situation right now in the Aviators. A little bit of motion going on the wide receiver. Renez just throws it right over the middle, and that's going to be your man again. No, that's a different receiver this time. That is going to be Armand Holland out of Liberty College. He's also 5'9". I believe Mitchie was joking with me earlier that these guys got a little bit of a short unit here in wide receiver. No one over 5'9" on this team. Little speedsters. If Justin Jones is in the chat, he's probably laughing at me right now. He knows that I'm not obsessed with 5'9" and under wide receivers.
Let's go. 50, plant.
Salute to the Snowhawks, winning 30-22. Great game played over there this evening. Offset formation. Oh, nice pass in the RPO. That's going to be a first down. As he gets that to Holland again. Holland is so fast and speedy on the outside. Just made a nice little slant route right there on the RPO. Look at this right here. So quick. Renez just delivers that right out of the pocket. That play went down in less than 2 seconds and picked up heavy yardage on the play. What a nice cut move that was to get separation from the DB as well. Cosby comes in and cleans it up. Not before the first down.
Down. 90 Wolf.
So we got a 1st and 10 look. Inside zone. Big yardage. Big yardage and great blocking up front. What a run that was by number 42. Kadron Lusk. Lusk getting the handoff again, and this time picks up the first down. Looks like, no, that wasn't Lusk. That was Kingston Kinney picking up the first down this time. I formation. Another replay option. And they're going to pick up 5 yards on the play. So a really quick looking offensive drive right now for the Aviators. They find themselves down here at the 6-yard line. They got a bunch tight situation, bottom of the screen. Another inside zone. Lusk cuts it back upfield. Gets 1 on the play, 3rd and 4. Lusk into the end zone and falls into the end zone for a touchdown. And it's a great touchdown, but on the end of that, Bain was injured in the end zone there. So the Aviators are going to go up 10-0, barring the field goal is made. Almost was blocked there. And we got to pray for Bain. As Bain went down in the end zone on the collision. I didn't see who grabbed that touchdown. The injury happened just as the touchdown came, and then it clipped off too fast. But, man. So Bain goes down. That'll be terrible for the Bulldogs if that's going to be a serious injury. So 10-0, Aviators in full command here. And that kick will go through the back of the end zone. If you are new here, check us out at relocationfootballleague.com for all the latest team schedules, standings, statistics, RFL news, articles, and videos. Also, you can become a player in the RFL for $5. All you have to do is just go to the website, click the application, pay your $5 fee after you fill it out, and you will start your career in the RFL. Timmy Merrick under center this time. He's stepping back in the pocket, passing over the middle. Has a man open. That's going to be a good pass and a catch. And we have Swain, Pierre, and Bibbs. Watch out for David Pierre. Gabriel, Gentry, Conrad, and Friedman are going to make up the linebacker core. And we have Mayberry, Starks Jr., Rudolph, and Armstrong. David Pierre, a rookie DT that was drafted this year. And also watch out for wide receiver J.F. Francis for the Aviators. So they convert the 2nd and 5 on this play. Brings up a 1st and 10. From the 36-yard line, looks like Myrick got the catch there. Running inside, that's going to be Brandon Smithson again out of Oregon. Picking up 6 yards on the play. Porter shutting it down with the tackle. Merritt up deep, and it's going to be a jump ball, and who got it? They're fighting for it. Is it a reception? And Whitehead just strong arm robs him of the ball just now, just snatching it out of his hands, both fighting for that pass. That was Lynn Mayberry that went up with him. Oh, boy, yeah, I think that was definitely Whitehead, but Lynn Mayberry was all over that one. Look at this right here. Yeah, it looks like it hit Mayberry's hands first, and then in the air, no, it hit Whitehead's hands first, I'm sorry, and then Mayberry tried to get it and grab it from him. Whitehead says, no, sir, you're not getting this ball. And this time the replay option doesn't work. What a catch that was by Whitehead.
Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo! Let's get it.
Shut this down, sniffed it out automatically. What a hit that was as well in the end of that play.
Here we go. 60
Second and 13.
Get off the field. Clear.
Playing off in the zone a little bit. Merritt stepping back. Passes, delivers a nice strike down to the 20-yard line. So Merritt gets at the Hartman this time, and that's going to be how the quarter is going to end. Merritt finding his stride now. He's got his team inside the red zone.
Ready. 15 line.
It's 20-yard line. Bench formation. 4-3 overlook for the Aviators. Going to play action, roll it around to the outside. Stops, pops, has a man, and that's going to be a positive yardage. So 4 yards are going to be picked up.
On the ready.
Nice play action play looked by Merritt. He's in the empty set this time. Stepping back, fires to the outside, and just couldn't keep his feet in bounds to pick up the first down. Picks up 4 yards on the play. 3rd and 2. Hands the ball off. It's going to be a first down pickup. That's going to be Wheaton. Gets his first rush for 5 yards. Gotta love big Matt Wheaton. Superstar Dev, 6 foot, 220 pounds. Only 22 years old, has a lot of football left to play here. He's out of Michigan. Just gets the carry there and drives right through the hole. First and goal, 7-yard line. Merritt over the middle, and that's going to be a touchdown, Bulldogs. What a pass that was to Saul Leckie. We got a lot of the work here on this drive and gets a touchdown as a reward on that play. Look at that, man. Just reached out and grabbed it, beat him off of the break right here. Comes across with Murray in the zone, and it's going to snatch that ball away from Murray. Saul Leckie, wide receiver out of Clemson. What a play that was by Leckie. Kick is up, and the Bulldogs find some points for the day here in London town. 10-7. 10 plays, 73 yards. This game is close. Just 3 points separating. Big shout out to everybody in the chat right now. Justin Jones says he moves like he stuck in the mud. Oh, man.
We play to win. Let's go.
And out comes Russell Renez again, trying to keep his team consistent as they've looked pretty good so far in this ball game.
60 or.
He's under center this time.
Hey, watch the slant.
Rolling around, that's going to be a dead man as the blitz came off the end, and that's going to be Kaiser, who's going to wrap him up for that tackle right there, or sack. Roland Kaiser out of Tennessee rolls around, beats the block, and just plows Renez into the ground there. That's a great looking tackle right here for all you young bucks out there who want to play DN. Look at this, man. Got him up by the waist right here and just plows him down. No chance.
Ready, set.
2nd and 17. 4-2 look for the Bulldogs. Little check down underneath. Going to pick up a few yards on the play, but still a 3rd and 17.
56, the mock boy, 56. Check 56. Ready.
Pass is deep, and it's going to be close to a first down as Renez threw an absolute laser. Oh, boy, just shy. They're going to say that Glover caught the ball but he landed just shy of the first down marker. That was an excellent route and an excellent pass, but he just couldn't get the momentum to jump forward and pick up the first down. What a pass and a catch that was by Glover. But just shy of the first down marker, and the Aviators will be forced to punt the ball back to the Bulldogs. And they're going to receive this at the 5-yard line. So only another crazy punt here. Punts have been the story of everyone's lives here in the RFL this preseason. I don't know. I can count. I don't think I can count on my toes and fingers how many I've seen inside the 5-yard line. So bad field position coming up here for the Bulldogs after great defense here. They'll start their drive from the 5.
Watch the safety creep.
Rolling around in the end zone, gets rid of it, and this time going to be shut down by the Aviators in the flats. 2nd and 10, no gain on the play. Single back formation. Merritt back in the pocket, passes over the middle, has a man running up. It's going to be Salt. Juke move to the 40, to the 50, to the 40, to the 30, to the 20. It's a party, baby. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Saul Leckie gets it done on the 95-yard touchdown. Oh boy, that's some action right there for you. Look at this juke move, dipped him in the sauce right here. I had to steal that for Nick the Mish. Boy, oh boy, he was off to the races. Look at that right there, man. Touchdown Bulldogs, they're turning up. Wow, oh wow. It's just gone, man. So Saul Leckie on the 95-yard touchdown reception, getting it done in the open field, and he's got the Bulldogs up here 14-10 here at home in London. We are just 16 strong here in the chat tonight, trying to get our follows up and views up. If you guys could just share the link to your social media, man, and add people, maybe someone drop it in the Discord and add everyone, let everyone know that we're here. Please check in, man, and really help us as we continue to grow our league. We got to find a way to mobilize our community more, man. We have too many people who follow our league that just don't support on game day, and you know, we got to get people to start supporting on game day, man, or we're gonna have to start getting rid of people, man. That's how I feel. Single back formation, man to man. Hands the ball off, and that's gonna be a nice run up to the 33 as Kingston Kenny has 7 rushes, 40 yards on the night.
Let's go, get set. Come on, set.
3rd and inches. And the ball off, and it's going to be a first down. So nice elusiveness here by Kingston Kenny. Picks up another yard on the play. And that's going to be a first down for the Aviators. What's up, Ethan? What's going on, my man? You see the O-line blocking for him and just springs him just enough for him to get the first down there. Offset look for the Aviators. Going to run the ball again, and the run game looking very effective. And this time, that's going to be Kadron Lusk getting it done. This is a great halfback core, nice dual halfback system they're running right now. 2nd and 1. Very difficult to contain him. Lusk break it to the outside. Inside, and has room all the way down to the 38-yard line. Man, he just turned that into a huge rushing right there by cutting inside. Cosby saved the touchdown that might have been if he was looking like he was going to be off to the races if he got past the linebacker. Look at this here. Oh, man. Nice run. Just cuts it right inside here. Just made a couple of Bulldogs look silly and finally brought down by the safety. They've only got one safety over the top now. 1st and 10. They're probably smelling run. It's going to be a run, and this time they do snip it out. Kingston Kenny can't go anywhere on the play. Shane Masters with the tackle. Justin Jones letting me know that these two quarterbacks are from the same rookie class in season 1, man. So here we are 4 or 5 years later, and they're playing against each other here in season 5, man. That's awesome, awesome stuff right there, Justin Jones. I appreciate that. That's going to be a penalty on Royster now. 2nd and 17. Offset formation. Lusk cutting inside. Lusk moving around. Slicing and dicing. This guy's moving. Man. So around 80 yards of rushing yards right now for the Aviators. Renez passes, and that ball's going to be broken up. Great defense on the play. See if we can get a replay on that one. I believe that was Brandon Bowen that came in. Let's see who that was. Yeah, that's Brandon Bowen. So Brandon Bowen out of Montana State makes a nice pass deflection here. Just breaks that ball all the way up. Great defense on the play. Punt is up. And let's see where it's going to be spotted. So it's going to come back to the 20 this time. Saul Lucky, 5 receptions, 117 yards, and 2 touchdowns. He's looked absolutely phenomenal here today. Bulldogs were down for a moment, but have battled back. Handing the ball off. It's going to be a gaping hole, juke move. And so the O-line springs Smithson. He picks up his 18th rushing yard after a 12-yard scamper on this play. Look at this. Just ran right through the hole untouched. Nice juke move. Picks up a solid first down on the play. Looked like he was going to be off to the races for just a moment. Shout out to Alien Nation in the chat. What's going on, my man? Bunch tight for the Bulldogs. Merritt passes over the middle, has a man, and that's going to be a nice catch by Whitehead up to the 41-yard line. Bulldogs looking like they just needed to find their rhythm here. Definitely have all the momentum right now. Really liking what they're doing on offense. Aviators are choosing to play this deep against these wide receivers here, and they're just going underneath on them.
On the set. 22's coming, Mike. Are you getting the headache?
Running to the outside. Going to be a juke move, and almost juked his way toward a first down. But got caught up in the matrix, and Swain gets in there on the tackle, 3rd and 2. See right here, nice little nifty move by Wheaton, and then runs right into Swain, who says, "No, sir, get back."
Let's go. 70, Indy.
So a 3rd and 2, single back formation. And hand the ball off this time, and that's going to be Wheaton, and he gets the first down, and the crowd roars as they love the big guy here in London. You see him excited on the play. First down. It's a nice run by the big power back. Pick up that short yardage. They're going to continue to utilize him against his D-line, try to tire this D-line down, and doing a good job so far.
Down. 60 or.
Timmy Merritt under center again. Wheaton still in the backfield. Stepping back, passes over the middle, and just overshoots him there. Brings up a 2nd and 10.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Shoot.
Wheaton, first down. Wheaton, rumbling and bumbling. Took him a second to get there, but he finally gets the first down. That's just great blocking by the O-line as Martinez Bibbs, the rookie, came down and stopped him there. I'm sorry, he's not a rookie. He was here last year. Martinez Bibbs. Nice tackle there to stop him.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Bit of emotion going on. Hands the ball off through the middle, and that's going to be a wrap up immediately in the backfield. A loss of 1 on the play. Shout out to Alien Nation for hosting us, man. We appreciate that, my man. You see the DT overpowering the O-line right there, stopping them for a loss of 1. Bulldogs find themselves at the 43-yard line. They got a bench form looking right now. Passes over the middle, and that's going to be another catch by Saul Leckie. Takes us up to the 2-minute warning. So Saul Leckie has been absolutely phenomenal in this half. I believe that's going to be his 6th reception, and he's got around 127 yards or so, 130 yards on the evening. Merritt just throws the ball away wisely. Sees he had no one to throw to, and that's what you like to see quarterbacks do. He's 16 of 19, 213 yards, and around 2 touchdowns. Saul Leckie, 6 receptions, 135 yards. He's been a big target for him today, as Whitehead wants in on the action as well. So the double dose of Whitehead and Saul Leckie proving to be a little bit too much for the Aviators right now. They've got almost 200 yards through the air just on these 2 receivers alone. And they just had him just triple, quadruple covered, and he's still going to catch the ball. Making a great catch. It's a great pass as well by Merritt. Stepping back, passes over the middle, and close to a touchdown. 2nd and 2. Bulldogs looking really sharp. Rush is coming. Merritt in the pocket, not phased. Passes to the end zone, and Stanley Whitehead just couldn't get there in time as he saw him in the back of the end zone. 3rd and 2, 5 receivers for the Bulldogs. Merritt passes, has a man, and it's close to a touchdown. It is a touchdown. So it looked like it was close to a touchdown. Thought it was going to be a first down, but they're going to say he was inside, and the ball did cross the plane. Let's see this again. Ooh, whoa, I got to see this again. Let's see. I don't know. Was it a foot in? I don't know about that one. I believe the Aviators are probably going to challenge this. Nonetheless, it's the first down. Let's see if they decide to waste a timeout here. They're not. So they're going to go ahead and just leave it as a touchdown. And that's going to be 21-10 in favor of the Bulldogs. They do 13 plays for 78 yards on that one right there. Looking really, really good right now. Justin Jones shouting out his boy Timmy Merritt. Yeah, he told me about this guy. Mitchie boy in the chat. Magic Robot is here. It's like Young Jordan says, hi, what's going on, Young Jordan? Young and Jordan, what's going on, my man? Alien Nation, what's going on? Minitron is here. That's Ethan. And many more. So 21-10, that kick goes through the back of the end zone with 2 minutes and with 1 minute left to go in the second quarter. I'm sorry. That's Kingston Kenny, 9 rushes, 40 yards, averaging 4.4 yards per carry. Doing an excellent job this evening. Him and Lusk both have been doing really, really good. They find themselves down by 11, though. Renez in the offset. Got a bunch wide, rolling around, and he's going to be swallowed up whole with a double sack in the backfield. Bulldogs sending the pressure here. Whatever kind of conversation the defensive coordinator had with them when they were down, it's worked out. Facing a 3-4 look right now. Renez is in the offset. Low snap there, and that's going to be shut down. The Bulldogs, or I think the Aviators called the timeout there. So 3rd and 19. Headed to the outside, and only going to pick up a few yards on the play. And the Bulldogs burn another timeout. They want this ball back here. Holland makes his 3rd reception, and Bulldogs will get the ball back, trying to put some more points on the board, I imagine. That kick's going to be up the sideline, all the way up to the 41-yard line. So they got 40 seconds left and 1 touchdown, trying to pour on the score here in preseason. It's been a story of Saul Leckie today. He's just been all over the place. I would imagine they're going to try something deep to him right now. You see Stanley Whitehead getting in on it too. I mean, what do? You got Stanley Whitehead on one side. Mayberry can't be all over the field. And then you got Saul Leckie burning you on the other side of the field. What are you going to do, man? What are you going to do? Oh. 1st and 10 from the 41-yard line. Merritt back in the pocket. Going to pass deep. Has a man. He's going to run. Scampers past the 50. And they're going to let the clock burn. Winding down. And finally the timeout is going to come here. With a little bit over, let's see how many seconds are left on the clock. They've got 20 seconds left here. Got to get out of bounds if they get the ball, if they catch the ball. Going over the middle, and that is how the quarter is going to end, I imagine. Got the runoff 2 seconds, and that is how that drive is going to end. As we are back. We are at the halftime right now. And you can see the halftime stats. 21-10 in favor of the Bulldogs. They put up a lot of passing yards. Getting it done here. Had some good running game by Kingston Kenny and Kadron Lussman. They both have looked really, really good. This guy Saul Leckie, though, he just absolutely opened up the game and gave him the momentum here. Since that big 95-yard run, it just absolutely turned up here in London tonight, and just got louder. You notice we can hear the crowd more into the game, and the Aviators just haven't had any answers for the receiving game. Check us out at relocationfootballleague.com for all latest news, team stuff, schedules, articles, and such. You can also check us out on Instagram at Relocation Football League and on Twitter at RFL_sim_league. We appreciate all your support and stuff over the years. If you can, share the link when we have the games, as we were trying to grow our Twitch. We are actually we just received Twitch affiliate, and so we were trying to make partner, but we couldn't have gotten affiliate without you guys, man. But we have a lot of more work to do as far as getting partners. So please tune in to all the games that we have, not only just on YouTube but also on Twitch as well, so that you can help us and help our movement as we continue to grow here in the Relocation Football League. Barrett's still out here on the field. He's got an offset look. A lot of quick passes to the outside right there. It's a nice reception on the wide receiver screen. Whitehead going to be the receptor of that. Maris has come out throwing darts here to start the second half, 23 of 27. Finding a couple of men for a first down. Play action. Merritt deep over the middle, and that's going to be another catch by Saul Leckie. He's having the game of his life right now. 7 receptions, 150 yards. I think he's reached his goal for the week, guys. Man, there's just no one out there that can cover this guy. It's not working. You can't play man against him. He's running right through the zones. I mean, what are you going to do with him? What are you going to do? Big shout out to Twilight Pony Rainbow. What's going on? Appreciate you for coming through as well, Twilight. I'm glad you love football. We love football too. As Matt Wheaton is off to the races, a couple of moves to the outside, and he picks up a solid first down. When you got great blocks by your O-line, it makes your halfback look like he's 99 speed. And that's what Matt Wheaton looked like right there with these blocks going on. He just cuts right through. Look at that, just going through. He picks up a nice first down. A lot of power out of this guy here.
Let's go. 15.
Single back formation, bunch tight. Whitehead has 6 receptions, 75 yards.
Ready.
And that's going to be a dead man as Swain comes in and makes the tackle on that play. Merritt on his back. Hasn't really been on his back too much tonight. Ryan Swain, 6'4", superstar dev out of Nebraska. 30 years old, so he's an old head. 313 pounds. That's a grown man.
Down. 70.
Merritt under center this time, facing a 2nd and 20. He's
Big grip.
going to hand this ball off, and what a hit that was. Oh, boy. What a hit that was, man. That's going to be Armand Rudolph out of Ole Miss. 6'3", 220 free safety. But the free safety blitz works well. Absolutely shuts Matt Wheaton down. Man, nice hit there. 3rd and 21. 4-3 overlook for the Aviators. Merritt, he's back in the pocket. He's going to pass deep over the middle. Has the man to the sideline. Touchdown. It's a touchdown. What a touchdown that was. Oh, my. Got to get a replay on that one. Just loving the composure out of Merritt. Finds his man up the side of the sideline. That's going to be Eric Myrick, the wide receiver out of Wyoming. And he makes a nice catch. I actually thought Merritt was going over the middle, and that ball just went up the side of the sideline there. Kind of an awkward camera angle, man, but wow. He was wide open up the sideline. That was a great catch for a touchdown as he stretched out on the end of that tackle there for it. 28-10 is the ball game so far. We still got a whole 11 minutes to play in the third, a whole other quarter to play. And the Bulldogs just pouring it on right now. 7 plays, 72 yards. Looking like the Red Dragons in week 1 and 2. 28-10.
Let's go, folks.
Alienation says the Bulldogs eating properly. Yeah, definitely. Kadron Lusk, 7 rushes on the night.
Ready? 50, play.
Great yardage. 367 total yards of offense for London. Here's Lusk battling through and finally runs into a Bulldog
Come on, set.
after 2 yards.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. 5.
Bulldogs send the blitz, and it's going to be a man up the sideline, and he's going to get a little bit more yards out of the play. As Renez is 10 of 12, he finds Glover. Glover made a nice reception and a nice scamper. Andrew Glover out of Texas A&M, 5'9", 181 pounds. A little bit of an over pursuit there by Gint. And that's going to allow Glover to get the nice run out the catch there. You can see he over pursued him there. Tried to get the interception in Bain. So Bain's back in the game. Good to see him back. I know he went out with an injury in quarter 1.
Let's go now. 18 Gator.
1st and 10.
Hey, watch your leg.
Renez passes over the middle, has a man. It's going to be a 1st down. Another great catch. That's going to be Fisher. Picks up his 4th reception of the night. Aviators with a little bit of a spark here in their opening drive to start the half. Now, nice route that was ran by Fisher here under the zone.
You ready?
56. Mike's 56.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line.
Nez looks so comfortable. He's going to hand the ball off this time. And Lusk still on his feet. Lusk fighting. Got to love the power of Lusk. This guy just stays up. Really hard to take down. Picks up a solid 4 yards on the play. Offset formation this time. Nez over the middle. Going to be a 3rd and 3. Big 3rd down for the Aviators. Let's see if they can get it. To the 23-yard line. They're going to run the ball, and this time, no sir. Kingston Kinney is going to be shut down. 10 rushes, 39 yards. Last few rushes, they've been able to attack Kingston Kinney pretty well. He was at 7 rushes, 40 yards. Now at 10 rushes, 39 yards. And the Bulldogs just smelled that all the way. So they're going to go ahead and tip the field goal here from the 30-yard line. 31-yard line, I should say. Kick is up and looked like it was going to be blocked, but it wasn't. And it'll be good. 28-13 is the ball game. Great looking kick there. Bulldogs take the ball up. Running through the middle. Had a nice little lane there, and then it finally was swallowed down at the 33-yard line. So excellent field position as Myrick returned that kick there. Bulldogs looking pretty good this evening. Sporting a 28-13 lead.
Ready to break.
Offset look. Stacking the wide receivers at the top of the screen. Aviators have 6 underneath. Passes underneath, and it's going to be another reception. Really loving the route right there. Looks like he lost his footing on the play, but a nice quick pass to Myrick. So Myrick getting worked into the game plan here this evening. I think they're saying Merritt has 334 yards and 4 touchdowns. Can he beat Brady Hudson's stat pad? I think Brady Hudson's stat line last week was like 442 yards and 4 touchdowns. Let's see if Merritt can break that this evening here. Having a pretty good day here against the Aviators. Oh, and that's going to be a stop in the backfield. As Smithson wasn't able to get anything on that play. 3rd and 4. Aviators sent the pressure here. As Freeman gets it back here in the backfield. Look at that. Just great awareness by Freeman to shut that down. Saw the cutback lane and just absolutely sealed the deal on Smithson. Ashley Freeman, 6'2", 240 out of FIU. 3rd and 4. Offset look for Merritt. Merritt's back in the pocket. Passes over the middle. Going to be a first down. Utilizing Smithson this time in the passing game. And that's a first down for the Bulldogs. Looking like light work for them. Merritt just seems like the Terminator tonight. Just totally unfazed by any pressure. He's been sacked, I think, once or twice. He's gotten back up and just has looked really, really good here in the pocket. It helps when the O-line is blocking for you. But they're just doing, they can do pretty much anything they want to do this evening against these Aviators. Look at the blocks. Nice, beautiful pass here. Nice reception again to Meyer, but it's a fumble on the play, and Saul Leckie comes up with it. So Saul Leckie just darts out of nowhere, the human rocket, as Myrick had that fumble. Let's see if that was really a fumble, though. Gets hit, and I think that his back actually hit the ground, and then the fumble came out. Maybe they'll get a closer look. It looks like he had 3 guys on him, had the ball. Yeah, so it looks like he was down by contact, or that the ball actually hit the ground. But nonetheless, it's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Inside zone here, Smithson. Oh, stiff arm. Get off me, son. Stiff arm for 2 yards. 2nd and 8.
51, Mike 51.
Rolling out on the play action. Passes over the middle, and it's going to be another catch. Stanley Whitehead getting some action this time. 29-33, 379 yards and 4 touchdowns for Timmy Merritt. And, I mean, Whitehead just could have read a book in that zone right there. No one was around him. Great catch. The King comes in. Haven't called his name too much tonight.
On the set.
Single back formation. Stanley Whitehead now has 7 receptions, 97 yards on the day. It's going to be a quick pass out. Oh, juke move. Juke move. Saul Leckie on the wide receiver screen.
60 outlaw.
Well, replay option, I guess that's what that was. 2nd and 2. Timmy Merritt passes back over the, oh my gosh, a crossbody, and he converts it. He converts it. Oh my, what can this guy do? Myrick, 7 receptions, 73 yards. Passes in there, and it's a touchdown, Bulldogs. Saul Leckie is just going crazy right now. Oh my gosh. Oh boy. Just a routine slant route right here. And that's a layup all day. That's a bunt in baseball. That's a strike in bowling. That's a putt in golf. Oh my gosh, man. That's an uppercut in boxing. 35-13 is the score right now here in the third quarter. Big shout out to everybody in the chat right now. We got Magic Robot. We got DDC out here. Can't say the rest of the name. Justin Jones out here. Oh, looks like the commissioner logged in. This one on commission. Torres out here. HC Raindrop is out here. Alien Nation, Mitchie Boy. Twilight was here. Everybody out here, man. OMG. What a game this has been. And that kick will go through the back of the end zone. And the Aviators out here down 35-13. And at this point, what do? You got to ask the chat. What should they do? I mean, they've had an excellent run game, I would say. They've got around 100 yards between both of their backs. And, you know, what should they do here? Is it over? Can they come back from this? I mean, this has just been a slaughter. Play action for Renez, and he's going to be a dead man on the ground. Brolin. Brolin now is third tackle on the evening. 1.5 sacks. Brolin just absolutely just manhandles the block here. Get out of my way. Oh, man. Renez just a sitting duck right there as Brolin fought his way through. Interesting story about Brolin. I found out this guy is an upcoming free agent this year, 85 overall. Superstar dev. Let's see if the Bulldogs are going to sign this guy back. 2nd and 19. Single back formation. Renez, oh, that's going to be another dead man as the Bulldogs are pouring it on right now. It's a sack fest. 4 sacks by London. 4. As Hoover just gets back there with the quickness off the edge here. And Renez ran right into his arms here as Winkler was not able to hold him down. Oh, man. I imagine Renez is going to be sore after this ball game.
Ready. 56 by 56.
3rd and 29. Trips at the top of the screen. They're going to hand the ball off this time and try to razzle-dazzle his way. It was a good run, but it's going to be a 4th and 20. And the Bulldogs celebratory as they're coming off of the field right now. Defense has just absolutely got the job done. And now the offense has a chance to come back on the field and burn some more time off of the clock. As you could pretty much say that this ball game is more than likely over at this point. We will see a new group of subs coming in here in the 4th quarter, I believe. And for the most part, the Bulldogs have absolutely dominated this ball game through and through, offense and defense, and all powered by this guy right here on offense, especially Saul Leckie. Has had an amazing evening tonight for the Bulldogs. Merritt back in the pocket. He's going to throw deep, and that's going to be Saul Leckie again. And that is how we're going to end the 3rd quarter. I don't have to tell you guys what to do. Go ahead and put them up in the chat right now. We're entering into the 4th quarter, and man, look at that score by quarter. Bulldogs absolutely turning it up this evening tonight on the Aviators. Aviators, someone saying get back on the bus. I think you guys mean get back on the plane. And this game is definitely in London. And the Aviators flew over here this evening. 1st and 10. Porter makes his 3rd tackle on the evening.
Let's go.
Here we go. AT Gator. Let him know. Cut.
So we got a new quarterback in. I got to see who this is, as that play is going to be a little bit of a loss here.
Here we go. Set. 10 low.
2nd and 8.
Single.
So Seth Rogers should be in the game right now. He's out of Connecticut. Throwing a couple screens here to Cano, and that's just not working right now. Anthony Cano out of San Jose State. A couple of receptions for a loss of yards right here. Great pursuit by the D tackle, D end right there. 3rd and 11 for Seth Rogers. He's in the offset position. Gonna hand the ball off. And the Bulldogs will just go 3 and out on this play. As Novell gets a carry. Brings up 4th and 4. Some decent blocking going on here, but not enough. Looks like the Bulldogs just trying to run this game out, not trying to be too fancy. Oh, they're going to try the field goal. Oh, they run the fake, and if they get the first down, they do get the first down on 4th and 4. And that is how you just absolutely shove the ball down the other team's throat, as they just went for it on 4th and 4, up 35-13. Oh, man, the disrespect.
Here comes we go. 60 Pittsburgh. 3 down.
Single back formation. Rogers running the ball again. Cuts to the outside, and up going to be a first down. So Smithson turning it up here. 6 rushes, 48 yards, and the crowd is going crazy. The disrespect is real. That's all I'm going to say about that one. But this run was even realer just now, up the sideline. What a run that was. And this is just slowly, it's just like the grip is just losing right now for the Aviators, as they just don't have anything to answer for these Bulldogs assault right now. They got 5 receivers here, up 35-13. 5 receivers, empty set to 5. Rogers passes, and almost a touchdown. Almost a touchdown. Spread them out again. Rogers, routine, touchdown, Bulldogs. Absolute domination, pandemonium, disrespect, execution. Give me some more words. Oh, man. What this has just been a slaying this has been tonight. Wow. So the Bulldogs are going to go up 42-13. Pouring it on again after just disrespecting them with the fake field goal. And they finally get into the end zone at the end of this drive. Thomas McDonald, the tight end out of Massachusetts, 21 years of age, 6'5", 225, will be credited with that touchdown there. And they're going to go ahead and celebrate here on the screen, looking pretty good this evening. Oh, man. These numbers are just looking outrageous right now. Aviators just trying to hold on right now. They get the ball back to the 27-yard line. Got the rotisserie ragamuffins glazed. I'm loving the words, guys. Rotisserie. Oh, man.
Come on, QB, come on.
Glazed. A nice pass and a catch up to the 45-yard line. Frazier, the backup QB, is in the game now. And he has a nice pass for a catch here. It's a pretty decent pass and a nice catch by Casey. Nice composure, good blocking up front. The Aviators get something good done here on that first down. It's Martin Casey, the tight end out of Middle Tennessee. Makes a nice catch. 1st and 10. He's got an offset look. Frazier. Nice catch by Kadron Lusk. Aviators going with a no hurry. 2nd and 3. Somehow the Aviators just got away from the run game, which was absolutely destroying the Bulldogs earlier on. And they started going into the pass game. Cam Frazier's 3 of 3 right now. He's got an empty set. Passes and getting it done here. So Cam Frazier It's 4-4 here in the fourth quarter. It's got them down to the 22-yard line, and this is probably the only positive thing I've seen out of the Aviators since the first quarter has been what Rogers has been able to do here in the last few minutes of the ball game. Finds Casey again.
Ready? 15 line. 15 line.
So Rogers looking pretty comfortable in the game plan right now.
Big rip.
He's got time. Passes over the middle. Has a man. And it's just the Cam Rogers to Casey show. Or Cam Frazier. I'm sorry. Cam Frazier to Casey show right now. 2nd and 4. Man-to-man at the bottom of the screen. Hands the ball off to Kadron. That's going to be a first down. They should have been doing that all game. I mean, between Kadron and Kingston Kenny, man, they were destroying them on the ground. Single back formation. A man in motion. Going to run the ball here, and the Bulldogs are going to breach that run as Hayes gets his first rush for no gain. I formation. Bulldogs sniffing out the run here. And going to be another stop. 3rd and 7. He's got split backs this time. Nice tackle by LeSueur of the Bulldogs. A little bit of motion going on here. Frazier back in the pocket. Frazier threw the ball a little bit too late. It got bounced up in the air. I thought a Bulldog was going to come down with that one, but instead it falls innocently to the turf here. I imagine they'll be going for it on 4th and 7 here, but just threw that ball a little bit too low, and the Bulldogs able to get up over it and bat it down. They're going to go for the field goal. Go ahead and take the points, take it, get your respect back. Live to fight another week. That kick is up, and it's going to be 42-16 ball game. As the Aviators had a pretty good-looking drive there with Cam Frazier out of West Texas A&M controlling the rock. Aviators have 4 quarterbacks on their roster. It looks like they have Russell Renez, Hugo Zachary, John Perry, and Cam Frazier. Are the 4 quarterbacks. Wondering who will be the 3 that will be on that ball club in a couple of weeks here. Definitely we know Renez will definitely be here. Single back formation. 3 wide receivers for the Bulldogs. They're just going to go old routine run here. Just try to burn this clock down. Try to get those timeouts called by the Aviators. Just pure domination this evening by the Bulldogs. They've done an excellent job on all cylinders. Really have loved the game plan, love what they've done, what they were able to do with Merritt. Justin Jones talked about Merritt before the game, says this guy is definitely a beast, and man, he put up some big numbers today. You know, very quiet London team. You don't really, we talk about the London teams and teams overseas. Everyone talks about the Celtic Tigers and the Shamrocks, you know, but no one really hardly ever talks about the Bulldogs. So, a pretty good international team we have here representing in the RFL. What a first down that was by Seth Rogers. Another first down here, just pouring it on, getting it done. What can't this team do tonight? It's just a perfect, this is just like the football play, man. It's just perfect, you know. A perfect night. Great elements here. Wide receivers have been getting it done. Offensive line has been getting it done. Defensive line has been getting it done. Special teams getting it done. Everyone's getting it done. The quarterback's getting it done. It's just a great team effort here tonight, and it shows in the scoreboard with what happened here. More execution going on there. And this clock is just dwindling down now as the Aviators are pretty much just giving this ball game up, I would imagine. Hands the ball off again, and Smithson 9 rushes, 54 yards. Approaching the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they get the play off before the 2-minute warning. 3rd and 3. I'm just going to go ahead and let that run out. Check us out at relocationfootballleague.com for all the latest team news, standings, statistics, RFL articles, videos, and if you want to become a player as well, applications are open. We have our college series going to start sometime in May, June, July, somewhere in there. You know, you actually see 32 college teams playing against each other with our generic prospects and our also user-submitted player prospects. We had a really good time doing that this last season here, and just really great watching all those teams play against each other and stuff, man. Had a good time. So looking to do that again in a few months from now. So if you want to get started, go ahead and start your career today in the RFL. It's $5 for that admission fee, and we would appreciate if you applied. A minute and 17 seconds left to go on the ball game, and I can't say it enough how much of a dominating performance this has been by the London Bulldogs. Absolute shocker here going into this game. I didn't think the score would be this high.
Ready.
And totally stunned here watching Timmy Merritt just absolutely destroy the Aviators.
Big grip.
Under pressure, going to get that screen off, and that goes nowhere.
Ready.
Tight ends on the Lucy. Tight ends on the Lucy. Tight ends on the Lucy. Hey.
Get it.
Just dumped it to the outside to Lusk, and Lusk will finally be brought down at the 25-yard line, and the Aviators will start burning timeouts now. Not sure why, but maybe coach wants to run his 2-minute drill here at the end and get his team some practice here with 1 minute left. 3rd and 5. That's going to be a first down for the Aviators. And it's an injury timeout for London as Jeff Coate is clutching his knee. If I was coach, I'd pull all of my starters out right now as Jeff Coate is going to go to the back of the locker room, or go to the locker room early.
Let's go. 18 Gators.
Javante Jeff Coate is a cornerback out of Buffalo.
5.
Frazier passes as a man, and we'll have that up to the 48-yard line. So Frazier has looked pretty decent here. 8 of 10, 88 yards.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
Shoot.
I'm just going to run that ball out of bounds.
Ready. 60 outlaw.
Passes over the middle, and it's going to be a first down at the 36-yard line.
Ready. 15.
1st and 10.
15 line.
56.
Clock winding down. Frazier over the middle has a man for a first down. And the Aviators will burn their final timeout here, as they've just decided to run their 2-minute drill at the end of the game.
Go.
And Lusk will pick up last bit of yards here. Let's see if they get the ball off for one last play, and they do get it off. And pass the outside. That's how the ball game is going to end. The London Bulldogs looking absolutely spectacular here tonight in preseason week 3. Getting it done. Oh man, that guy Merritt. They're showing sacks and everything by Aviators like they were more powerful, but man, the Bulldogs they just absolutely destroyed them. 413 total passing yards, 105 rushing yards, 42-16. That was just absolute domination. Hey, we got some ball games going on tomorrow. Hey, we got the Columbus Explorers facing off against the Toronto Thunderbirds. That game goes down at 6 p.m. And then I get to call the Celtic Tigers game versus the Bisons, man. So that'll be an interesting game as well. We've had a whole bunch of games go on this previous week, and some premiered games as well. And man, just salute you guys who continue to support and help us out week to week. But I'm gonna say it again, man. We got to get more support from our community, especially in our Discord, man. I'm saying this to all of my leaders and staff members and coaches and people who are here in and out. It's unfair that we have all these people in the Discord, man, and they don't come to games, man. It's not cool, man. So we got to figure a way how to get that mobilized, man, as we try to, build up things here on Twitch and also on our YouTube. But until then, I'm Rob Roby, aka Mix, and I will see you guys later, man. I appreciate you guys for coming out. Hey, as always, league first.